There are not one but two wars happening between Ukraine and Russia. The war on the battlefield for land and the war for truth. In this war for truth, humor is the ultimate weapon, and the pen and camera are mightier than the sword. Russia uses official state propaganda to justify the war and distort the truth about what is actually happening. And in response and effort to show the truth, Ukrainians from all walks of life are creating their own social media content all the time, with memes combined with famous songs and movies to elaborately portray their idea and understanding about the war. This content comes to people all across the world with humor, winning over hearts and minds while not waiting one bit for big news television shows to document what is happening. Ukrainians are making funny videos and social media posts with Western songs and movies to win over hearts and minds using social media, to get weapons to fight on the battlefield, to raise money to rebuild, to treat the wounded, and overall survive as a country with its people. Also, since Ukraine isn't a part of NATO, which gives protection to its treaty members, Ukraine must find a way to gain funds to rebuild broken buildings, heal the wounded, acquire weapons, and social media is the main way to do that. Another main reason is to get people to notice what is happening and to pay attention to what really is the truth and not just Russian propaganda. With this propaganda, Russia distorts the truth and covers it up with lies. Russia is an authoritarian country. In Russia, people are punished and thrown in jail for speaking the truth, while Ukraine is a democratic country where people are free to speak the truth. Just the fact that Ukrainians are able to exercise their freedom of truth shows Ukraine is a democratic country. Main channels of social media like Twitter, Telegram, YouTube, Messenger, WhatsApp, and etc. are places that Ukrainians exercise their freedom of speech. In addition, these facts, jokes, opinions have stretched out from the digital world and out into the physical world, proclaiming things as little as stamps to whole walls of buildings and being painted to make these facts, jokes, opinions, and the truth about the war literally come to life. Soldiers document with phones and GoPros on the battlefield. They post this on social media. Politicians, journalists, public figures, and even the Ministry of Defense create witty content about certain events in the war and post it on social media. This satirical content can be translated into a meme. Memes give complex ideas into short-form cultural commentaries that construct social narratives, in this instance, the war. They also use references from famous songs and movies from around the world for this satirical content. The people that are portraying the truth about the war are the soldiers, the politicians, the journalists, the many public figures, and the Ministry of Defense and the President's advisors. The Ukrainian approach is very effective. Ukraine needed to spread the truth, gain funds to heal the wounded, fix and create buildings, and get weapons, and social media got them these things. They got people to notice and understand the truth by sharing the info which spread amongst people. In the long term, they got the base funds for their attack and defense against Russia, and weapons, humanitarian aid, and resources to build and rebuild buildings. What we can learn from the Ukrainians is to use memes and jokes which create a common understanding and a main idea with humor combined from pop culture, and the effect of the meme and joke is increased dramatically.